Hello Raiders and welcome back to yet another Raid Shadow Legends video, and today I want to talk about a top 5 Raid Shadow Legends legendary champions, their usabilities and how to gear them up. Let's walk you through this, and before that starts, there will be a link down in the description below where you can support me and you can create a new account where you will be getting Elenaril Legendary Champions with 3 more epics as you level through. And in ups, if you log in into a 7 days, guys, you will be getting just amazing champion right here. Let me show you. If you're not familiar, he's the Xenomorph, really amazing legendary attack type champion. Just easily you can get him, just easily. And with the promo code Desert Queen, you'll be getting a Tuhanarak, amazing Void champion. Legendary support. She's just amazing in every single concept, as you can see over here. Anyways, let's dive into it and let's see the top 5 legendary champions in Raid Shadow Legends. If you have them, you're really lucky and the game has been really kind of finished for you. Let's jump into it. So starting off the list, it's gonna be number 5. It's gonna be a Thor. He's a very good champion. Why? Because he's really good in arena and a lot of concepts. Let's see over here, guys. Look at this: Hydra, arena offense, campaign locations, faction wars, Minotaur. Like, look at these ratings, guys. You haven't seen these ratings anywhere. He's not really the best in Demon Lord, Iron Fist Fortress, and Sand Devil's Necropolis, Phantom Shogun Grove as well. But in these contents, he's really amazing. Why is he amazing? He has the greatest skills ever. Why? Look at this, guys. Decrease speed in every freaking 3 turns, which is just crazy. Decreasing speed in raid, it's really important, because I mean in every single turn-based game, because you want to take more turns, speed is very important. So decreasing speed can be really crucial in some stages. I mean, not in some stages, but in every single content of the game. Base stats looking fine as well. Look at this. Let's see the skills. His A1, it attacks one enemy 2 times, has a 20% chance of repeating the attack. Each hit decreases the target's turn meter by 10%. If these go crazy, guys, you can just keep decreasing the turn meter, and it can be just crazy good. Anyways, his A2 is attack all enemies. After hitting the initially selected enemy, all other enemies will be hit in a random order. Each subsequent hit follows the initial hit will increase the damage inflicted by 25%, stacks up to 100%. Just a crazy good attack type legendary monster here, and we'll ignore block damage and unkillable buffs, which is just crazy to counter a lot of champions in raid, because all of the meta champions are these kind of unkillable and block damage stuff. They just go through it, and yeah, like a thunder, right? Yeah, that was a bad pun. This effect will not work against the bosses, and it's damage based on the attack. So really good attack type monster. And over here, A3, it's attack all enemies before attacking, places a 50% increased attack buff and a 30% increased crit damage buff on this champion for 2 turns. It's just crazy good, because it will give you even more damage. Has a 75% chance of permanently decreasing the resistance of each enemy by 10, and stacks up to 50%, and also has a 75% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed debuff on all targets for 2 freaking turns, and reusable in every 3 turns. Man, this is just crazy. And his passive, it's every time this champion deals damage, increases the thunder counter by a 1, stacks up to 10. Each thunder stack increases the champion damage by 3%, stacks up to 30%. And once the thunder counter reaches 10, attacks all enemies and places a stun debuff for 1 turn. And after this attack, the thunder counter resets to a 0. This is just amazing attack type character, right? Very good. Let's see the number 4. But before jumping into number 4, he's you should gear him on offense, and crit rate. Really important to have a lot of damage onto this champion. And in number 4, I will be actually using Mikey over here. He was a free champion as a login reward when they collabed with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He's eating a pizza. Isn't that crazy good? Oh, there's a rat here. Yep, of course. I mean, he's in the slums. Anyways, why it's Mikey good, guys? I am early game account and he helped me so freaking much in every single content. The usability of this guy is just unreal. And yeah, let's see the reviews. As you can see, in every freaking content, he's just way too good. As you can see, the ratings are really good. Despite the ratings, his skills are just crazy. And his A1 attacks one enemy 2 times. If either hit was a critical, places a 50% increase attack buff on this champion for 2 turns. Really important to have him on 100 crit rate, as he will deal a lot of damage. A2, it attacks one enemy before attacking, has a 75% chance of placing a 60% decrease debuff on the target for 2 turns, and has a 75% chance of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn, and will ignore 25% of the target's res if this attack is critical. So it's really critical, another pun, to use him on 100 crit rate, and then applies a debuff spread effect, taking all debuffs from the target and placing them all enemies will ignore 25% chance of each target's res if the initial attack was a critical. Really important to have a 100 crit rate. And over here, attacks all enemies, has a 75% chance of placing a 50% decrease attack debuff and a leech debuff for 2 turns. Will ignore 25% of each target's res if attack is critical. Then places a taunt buff on this champion for 2 turns, and the damage is based on the attack. Really important. As I was saying before, 100 crit rate. And over here, passive effect has a 15% chance to evade an enemy skill and all its accompanying effects. If this champion is under a taunt buff, the chance evade increases to 30%, guys. I think, guys, they will nerf a little bit this champion because it's way too good for a free champion. Whenever Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, or Raphael attacks, this champion joins in that attack. This is why I really wanted to pull more Ninja Turtles. It's, yeah, but I couldn't, sadly. Really sad, but it is what it is. Active effect and places a shield buff equal to 300% of this champion attack on this champion for 1 turn when they receive a hit. So this champion is just way too good, even on his own. Just standing, you know, without any other turtle. But if you pair him up with other Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you can just demolish every freaking content in the game. And he looks amazing, as I was really big fan of turtles, right? Anyways, how you should gear him up, it's the on offense set and critical rate, so he deals a lot of damage. If you cannot do that, just go for lifesteal. I did lifesteal and he's really usable, healing himself up, dealing damage and stuff like that. Anyways, let's see the number 3. And the next one will be a Faria over here, guys. She's just amazing in a lot of contents over here, as you can see. Hydra, arena defense, arena offense, faction wars, chimera, campaign locations, of course, Dragon's Lair, Ice Golden Peak, like every single location except Fire Knight's Castle. She's just a really good unit to have, and really good looking as well. Why is she good? Because she brings a lot of survivability with her a is it, yeah, is it it is a 2, so she plays a 60%, increases the defense buff on all allies for 2 turns, and also plays a shield buff on all allies for 2 turns. The value of the shield is proportional to this champion in defense, and each target's champion's max HP. Really huge shields that can support your champion through the victory. And she's a defense type as well, and her A1, it attacks all enemies, has a 25% the chance of placing a provoke debuff for 1 turn, and activates the skill when a shield buff is placed by this champion. A buff placed by this champion is removed by damage occurs 1 per turn. Really good. And over here, A3, why is this so good? Look at this, guys. So she removes all debuffs from all allies, then places a block debuffs on them for 2 turns, and also fill the turn meters of all allies by 20%, which is just crazy. And over here, her passive effect, it increases this champion's defense by 5% each time an ally inflicts a critical hit, so it stacks up to 50%. And as the game goes longer, she's better and better. And imagine this, her defense, when you have like crazy stacked up to 50%, and then you place a shield onto your allies. It's just crazy good. And active effect is prevent the death of ally with the highest crit damage, except this champion, and keeps them alive with 1 HP when hit with a fatal hit. If there are multiple champions on the same team with this skill, this effect will only activate once, and then heal that ally champions by 20% of their max HP, and activates an instant turn on them. This is just crazy. And to top it off, look at her base speed, 110, dude. I assume you need a lot of defense and life artifacts, or you can go even with the speed, but I would more recommend you these ones, like just go high defense. And to top it off, once again, she has an ally defense, 30% defense in every freaking content. This is just crazy, guys. Let's see the next champion. And guys, number 2 is gonna be another barbarian. So the reason there is a lot of barbarians here, it is just the barbarians are crazy good in raid. And this explains it a lot into these top 5 legendary champions. Let's see the reviews. Look at these guys: arena offense, arena defense, faction wars, all number 5. There's like 1,000 ratings, guys. Come on. Spider's Den, Hydra, Chimera, Iron Twist Swords, and Dragon's Lair, just demolishing every freaking content. I can scroll this down so freaking hard. And with speed and life, you can just demolish everything in your path with the base speed 105, which is okay. It's not that bad. And his skills are attacks one enemy, has a 50% chance of placing a berserk debuff for 2 turns, and this debuff cannot be placed on bosses, which is understandable, and based on the attack. So as much attack as possible you need onto him. A2 is remove all buffs from all enemies, strips it all, and then has an 80% chance that goes up to 100 of a 60% decrease defense debuff on all enemies for 2 turns, and also has an 80% chance of placing a stun debuff on all enemies for 1 turn. He's the basically Gianna of a Raid Shadow Legends. And his A3, it attacks one enemy. Before attacking, steals all buffs from the target. The damage inflicted by this skill depends on the target's type. So if his attack will inflict damage based on the target's attack, so if its defense will inflict damage based on the target's defense, and HP support bosses will inflict damage based on the target's max HP. This attack will ignore 100% of the target's defense. If the target was killed by the skill, it revives a random dead ally with a 50% HP and 50 turn meter damage. It's based on the enemy max HP. Look at this, guys. This is a pure fusion of Gianna and the Dark Demon of Summoner's War. This is just crazy. And his passive, it's every 9 turn, places a block damage buff on this champion for 1 turn, and also applies a buff spread effect, taking all buffs from this champion and placing them onto all allies. And he's a Void, only increases Void ally speed in arena battles by 40 freaking %. What the heck? If you're using only Void champions into arena, you're just dominating it with a 40% speed increase, which is crazy good, guys. And let's see the finally number 1. And finally, guys, for number 1 it has to be Asteroid. So she is just amazing. Like, looking at her kit, this is the most perfect kit ever in Rage. So if you got this lady over here, you will dominate arena mostly, but everything else as well. Reviews are just pure green, just amazing. And with the set speed, you will have a lot of speed to begin with. Anyways, her kit, why is she good? Why is she the number 1? It is because look at her base speed, guys. Her base speed, it's 115. That's just crazy fast. And why is she good again? Look this. She has an aura where she gets a speed arena battles by 28%. So that's very freaking good in arena. And why is she good again? Look at this, guys. She plays a 30% increased speed buff and a 50% increased attack buff on all allies for 3 turns, and also fill the turn meters of all allies by 50%. Is that not is this not enough? Nope. She gets an extra turn after this. Are you kidding me, guys? Are you kidding me? She gets an extra turn. With that extra turn, what can she do? Like, probably not a lot of things, right? Nope. She can attack all enemies, has a 75% chance, which goes up to 100, of placing a 30% decreased speed debuff and a 25% weaken debuff for 2 turns, and also decreases the turn meters of all enemies by 15% chance. This is just nuts, guys. This champion is crazy good. Or you can just choose maybe to put a sleep 1 unit, why not? But and if the target's in under the decreased speed or weakened debuff placed by this champion, has a 75% chance, which goes up to 100, of placing a sleep debuff for 1 turn instead. And her passive, it's whenever this champion or an ally has their turn meter increased, heal all allies based on their max HP. The percentage value of the heal is equal to half of the turn meter increase. Guys, you cannot get better. Like, at this champion, you cannot just get better. So yeah, guys, this was a top 5 legendary champions inside Raid Shadow Legends. So if you have these top 5, you're just demolishing it. And yeah, one more thing, guys, don't forget to check the link down in the description below, where you can get, I mean, before I say this, you need to, this is for new players that can create this account and get this champion. So Elenaril and 3 more epics as you level through, and with the promo code Desert Queen, you'll be getting Tuhonarak, amazing Void legendary champion. And guys, if you're logging for 7 days, Raid, it's giving away a Xenomorph, another amazing champion, as you can see over here. I already built him. I just need to 6-star him, but yeah, he's decent for now and doing the job. Yeah, another amazing champion. Yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next one. Bye bye.